Hey everyone. It's been a little bit since the last one, but that's fine. That's okay. Uh, I want to say it's probably been like a month or so, maybe. I actually haven't gone to the flea market in a bit, but the last time I did go, I only got a few things, and it wouldn't have really been a good episode, so I didn't bother. I didn't bother making a video for it. I got some records. I'll just say what I got. Last time I went, it was Transformer by Lou Reed and the Graduate soundtrack. Those are on my shelf behind the camera. But I also got I got Kirby 64, about I think $15-20 or so. Pretty decent price and a good game at that. Actually, I don't know if you can see this. It has a name on it, so the price was knocked down a bit. Not that I really care. I actually think it's almost funnier that way. I think it's like Iorussi. Probably like a last name or something. I might have just accidentally doxed someone. But let's get on with what I got this week. And we're going to start with this thing. It's a portrait of two birds flying on some ripped up paper. It's a pretty nice piece, but I didn't get it because I thought it looked good. I wanted the frame. And I was looking at this and I thought, this is the perfect size for a certain poster I have that I've been looking for a frame. It was about $20. And it's a very hefty frame, so I was like, fuck it, I'll get it. It looks like the right size. And when I got home to check to make sure, laterally, right? I don't know. Horizontally, rather. It's the perfect length. It's a good 18 inches, just about. But the other side, my poster is 18 by 24. It looked right, but unfortunately, we're looking at an 18, 23 and a half. Needless to say, I was kind of pissed. It's okay. I'll find something to put in this frame, even if it's not the poster I wanted it to be. I might just have to just buckle up and just just order some frames online, because I've still got like half my posters not up on my wall, and it's been a few months now. I'm getting kind of impatient. So when we first started the trip at the flea market today, it actually started off pretty slow, and it was actually looking like slim pickings. But I got Perfect Dark for the N64 from some guy for like $5. Pretty good deal. It's got some writing on it, but I think they can come up pretty easily. And I actually don't have the expansion pack for the N64, so playing Perfect Dark is imperfect, if you catch my drift. I think you can only play like some of the multiplayer maps. Let's see. If you don't have the expansion pack for your N64. And if you do, then you can play the rest of the game. But, for $5, I figured I'd get it. And for $10, where's that thing? Alright, come on out. There we are. I got a Rumble Pack. I think the guy wanted 12 on it, and I was like, do 10. And he was like, sure. There we are. Famously packed in with Star Fox. I actually haven't had a Rumble Pack in years, so I figured, fuck it, I'll pick one up. It's got the the gray Nintendo. It's got the N64 logo on it and all that jazz. Pretty cool. Just something for the collection, I suppose. And for the last game is Resident Evil Remake for the GameCube. I've actually never played. Well, that's not true. I've played like maybe an hour of this game. But I was in a Discord call and someone told me to buy Resident Evil if I saw it, so I did. $10. So I figured why not. So in it goes. I'll try not to waste too much time putting shit on my shelf while I'm doing the flea market thing. The rest of the stuff I have are records. Well, or music. The first, before I get into the records, here is a CD I got for $2. And I picked it up because the cover just looked cute. It's Misato Seasons. I think it's like an EP. It's only 5 tracks. But it's in Japanese. I think we were listening to it in the car ride back, and my friend Brian described it as a Japanese Joni Mitchell. And I think that's a fair comparison. She sounded all right. It just kind of looks cute. I was looking at it on Discogs, and it actually isn't on there. So, a bit of a rarity, I guess. I don't know if anyone would be interested. But I'm probably just going to hold on to this. It's only $2, so can't really beat that. Next are the records, or finally, I guess, are the records. And I got a pretty nice amount of them. But a lot of the regular people who sell records weren't in today, so I was actually worried that it was going to be a bust. Thankfully, it wasn't. It was kind of a slow roll at first, but it eventually picked up. And first things first, I think the first album I picked up was Incredibad by The Lonely Island. This album was pretty much all I listened to in middle school on the bus ride. So to have it on vinyl is pretty... It's almost like full circle, really. I actually haven't listened to this album in a long time, so it might not hold up. I think it will, though. It's got Ross Trent, so it can't have aged that poorly. I only paid $15 for it, which I think is a pretty good price for a 2 LP set of a pretty recent album. I don't know, I haven't checked the prices on Discogs or anything to see if I got Jif, but it looks like it's in great condition too. So whatever. Next, after that, is The Ink Spots, Volume 2. It doesn't have an inner sleeve, which bothers me. I'm gonna have to try and get a pack of inner sleeves to make sure this thing's a little more safe. The Ink Spots are like a really, really old ass group, and I figured I'd just pick it up because I don't want to set the world on fire like that, right? Pretty good stuff. And the rest, I'm pretty psyched about, because we were going to leave the flea market, and then Brian told me about this one guy who was set up that I didn't even know was here, and all of his records were half off. So I just I splurged a bit, and I got a single by I think it's either a single or it's like an EP by Madonna. It's a Human Failure. I think it's a single. And I say that because, you know, it just has a bunch of remixes of this one song. And, you know, Madonna, she's cool, she's good. At least her early stuff is. I think this is from, I think it says 1994, 95. Yeah, Bedtime Stories. It's from the album Bedtime Stories. So yeah, it's just a single, but it was only $3, half off. It was like $1. So no skin off my back. Next is Billy Idol Whiplash Smile. This is the third album, I believe, by Billy Idol. Something I like about Billy Idol, and I would go and pick up his other records that I have, but I'm not going to walk around and do that. The one thing I like is, for his first album, he has 1 and 2, side 1 and 2 on the back. For Rebel Yell, he has 3 and 4, and then on this one, he has 5 and 6. It's almost like it's a complete package. Brian was telling me that this album actually sucks. Yeah, okay. So, this ain't no White Wedding, this ain't no Rebel Yell, this ain't no Midnight Hour, this is a Whiplash Smile. It says it right here. Hopefully you can see that. I don't think Whiplash Smile is even a song on the album. Doesn't look like it. It might be a line from one of the songs, but it's not a title track or anything. I haven't listened to it. It's probably not good, but for $7, half off, probably around, I paid like 3 or 4. I figured I might as well expand my Billy Idol collection, so I picked it up. Then we got the Psychedelic Furs. These guys are pretty good, and $12, half off, $6 for this album. Seemed like a good deal. I'm looking forward to listening to it. I hear them on First Wave a lot, and I like them. And I was happy to see them at the flea market today. So yeah. It was a nice pickup, I'd say. And I almost didn't get it, because it was from that guy that I didn't even know was there. And finally, sort of finally, there's one more album. It was the last album I picked up at the flea market today, and it's the Stranglers' No More Heroes. And the Stranglers I actually know about because one of the guys from the Stranglers, I don't remember his name. He's the lead singer. He did the theme song, the opening and ending song to the anime Gankutsuo, The Count of Monte Cristo. Now, if you haven't turned away from the video yet, is this recording? Yeah. Okay. Sorry, I got a little sketched out. Anyway, yeah. If you, there goes someone messaging me. Turn the speakers off so you don't hear that again. If you're still with me after name dropping a Count of Monte Cristo anime, thank you, first of all, for giving me a chance. Second off, the songs he did are good for that show. So I started sort of listening to the Stranglers, and that's how I found out that the game No More Heroes is actually named after the song album by the Stranglers. So I decided I would get this. They seem pretty cool, and the price tag says $15, but it was half off, so it was around $7. Good price. And that's all of the things I got at the flea market, but I do have one more thing. My friend Brian, he got me a birthday present a little while ago. It just, he had it shipped in from Greece. And it was held in customs for a while, but it finally came just the other day. And boys, girls, this is a good one. It's Billy Idol's Cyberpunk. So I found out about this album because Todd in the Shadows did a Train Records review of it. It is apparently not a good album. Me, I don't fucking care. I needed the Billy Idol Cyberpunk album. Look at him on the back. This is so ridiculous. I'm very happy to have this. And I don't think it was ever going to be something I would buy myself, because it's not cheap for one, so I greatly appreciate Brian getting it for me. And two, I'd have to order it online, and I don't usually like to order things online unless I have to. So it was always like a kind of like a half joke, like, oh yeah, dude, I totally love to get Cyberpunk, but I definitely wanted this album, and I'm glad to have it. So yeah, that's everything from this latest flea market pickups. Thank you all for watching, and I think I'll have something cool next week if I go. I was supposed to get another thing today, but I guess I shouldn't. I'm kind of keeping it vague here, so it's kind of hard to talk about, but if I make another flea market pickups next week, rest assured I'll probably have at least something cool there next time I do it or whatever. So yeah. Excuse me. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you later. Oh yeah, dude, I